Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be explaining our hypertext literary analysis assignment. This is something that we're going to be doing in class over the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to take you through my example and explain the different parts of it. So let's get started. This is my home page. So there are several different aspects to this project, the first of which is the poem itself. So we'll go through this first. So as you can see, the text is kinetic. So it has different effects based on what the stanza is saying, and I put it in front of different pictures to represent um, the meaning behind it. You can have a lot of freedom with this, just whatever you think looks good. And as you can tell, there are hyperlinks all throughout. So this, for example, is a hyperlink. So if I click on it, it takes me to an explanation. So this word I felt like needed to be explained. So here's a definition and an explanation as to how it relates to the poem. And then I can go back to where I was by using this little back key. So there are different ways that I used hyperlinks throughout this presentation. Here's another one, an intertextual connection. So this is actually a hyperlink outside of the PowerPoint to the song Wake Me Up When September Ends on YouTube, and then I explained how it relates to the project, and again I used a little back arrow. Another intertextual connection, and this is a key word and phrase, so this is another aspect that you're going to be doing. I felt like this phrase needed to be explained more in depth so that the reader could understand it. So this was another one of my hyperlinks. Just flipping through. This is another important one. So literary devices, their reference to the cross was an allusion to Christianity. So I felt like this needed to be explained a little bit further for the reader as well. So here's the end of the poem. And in order to get back to the home page, I hyperlinked this little button. So that's the first part of the assignment, is making the poem a kinetic text. So the next part is talking about the author and providing contextual information for the reader. So it's pretty standard, and there are hyperlinks in this section as well. So for example,
enjoy this movie, then visit brainpop.com.
that hyperlink actually takes you outside of the PowerPoint to a BrainPop video about Emily Dickinson. This takes you to a website describing American Romanticism. And then this is another YouTube video of a reading of I Measure Every Grief I Meet. So this is the end of the contextual information section. So you go back to the home page again. Here's my synthesis. So this is just sort of my overall belief about the poem, sort of what I got out of it. So there's 3 paragraphs just sort of overviewing my takeaway, and then I decided to put it together into like a visual collage, what I think Dickinson's journey would look like if it was represented in pictures. And then here are my photo credits. So the most important part of this is obviously the hyperlinking, and as you guys can tell, you can sort of move throughout this presentation as you please. There's no particular order that you have to go in, and that's sort of the purpose of the hyperlinking. So you're hyperlinking in the PowerPoint to other slides in the PowerPoint or to outside sources, and we're going to be looking at the various aspects. You're going to get a worksheet with all of this on it, so don't try to remember it from just this video alone. But I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview. So I'm excited to see what you all come up with.